Hello there, and welcome to Insane Dicing Skills podcast number 3. Today we want to talk about the rosters from the MAPM-Single event. It's a tournament in Germany, in Regensburg, organized by Just Flow. Maybe you know him from the forums. And I think it will be around about 30 to 40 participants, which means it's kind of a big single event for Germany. Some team events in Herford are much bigger, but usually in Germany, single events are maximum 40 people right now. It's pretty sad. We used to have a lot more players in eights, but yeah, maybe there will be in the future some more players. Let's hope for it. Okay, like I said, I want to give you a quick overview over the rosters from this tournament. I checked through the whole rosters, and I just give you some basic facts about these rosters. We have 6 times Dravenhold, 5 times Orcs and Goblins, 5 times Dark Elves, and 4 times Vampire counts. These are kind of the highest numbers there. All the other armies are around about 2 to 3 rosters. So only Kingdom of Enkrutine is missing from all the 16 armies. This is okay, I think. I didn't expect it that much Dark Elves, to be honest, since they aren't that nice at the moment. And I expected quite more Inferno Dwarfs or Ogre Kingdoms. But yeah, and obviously these smaller tournaments, everything can happen. Pretty interesting. I just checked through the rosters for vampire accounts from all the 4 rosters we have. In total, there are 6 Mortis engines, and 2 from the 2 of these 4 guys will play the zombie dragon. So maybe it's a little bit the flavor of the month right now. And we have 7 Arachnaroks, these giant spiders from Orcs and Goblins, out of the 4 Orc and Goblin rosters. So near everyone has one of these monsters, and some have 2. I think it's a good choice right now. It's fast, it's a monster, you can shoot it in one turn. So yeah, why not? And yeah, now I'm looked through these rosters and just want to talk about 2 lists which I noticed, which were not lists that you never saw. That would be wrong, but I think they're interesting. I like to talk about them. I like to share um, my thoughts about it. Yeah, just overall, the most of the rosters seem you could say pretty boring. I mean, not bad. This would be the wrong word, but I think right now the overall balance of 9s is pretty nice. You can, especially in the books themselves, you can play so much different things. You can play nearly every army pretty aggressive, pretty straightforward, into the face, or just like all these multiple small units lists. You can play that with nearly every army, I would say. So that's why I'm a little bit disappointed that most of the rosters look the same, look like rosters from 1 year ago, and it's sad that especially, well, not especially, but even the more experienced players just bring their list for nearly 1 year now, and don't change anything. Yeah, not anything important. Well, so yeah, but I could find some interesting lists nevertheless. So here's the first one. It's a dwarven list, dwarven holds. Um, I like it because it's pretty offensive. We have the King on War Throne with D3 wounds, a breast weapon, and strength 6. A Dragon Seeker with Monster Seeker, so multiple wounds 2 against all the big stuff. Rune of Smashing is, oh, I think one attack? No, this is Fury. Oh no, sorry, Smashing is the strength 10 against toughness 5 or more. And Rune of Quickening, so if he chooses his additional hand weapon, he has initiative 8 with strength 10 and multiple wounds 2 against all the nearly every big monster. So yeah, pretty scary for these monsters. No, so you really have to play around him. I mean, no, it's only a dwarf with movement 3, but nearly everyone in this roster has Vanguard, so they are pretty good in closing the distance quite fast. Next thing is a Runesmith with Gleaming, and I think this is the Distraction Hard Target rune. And a next Dragon Breath, so two times the Dragon Breath. Why not? And an Anvil with another Gleaming and both of the good damage runes. So I think the magic is quite nice. You have this Gleaming rune, which is pretty handy in combat, especially since his general isn't that good protected. He is just, I think, yeah, he just has 2-up armor, right? He has 4-up, and the throne gives. Oh no, sorry, it's 1-up armor, sure. And the shield wall, yeah, it's okay. No, it will be enough with the amount of wounds his general has. But sure, with distracting on him, he will be quite tanky. And next stuff going on are 28 Greybeards just with shield. I mean, the Lord, the general, is good enough to kill or to yeah slice through all the hard characters. So he just needs some bodies to protect him. I think therefore the shields are quite okay. Another unit with 20 Greybeards, shield, and Vanguard themselves. The other ones bought the banner, the Swiftness banner, so they have Vanguard too. 10 miners, they are really great for scoring, so you can't argue with them. I think he would like to have more of these, but he still wanted to have some more other stuff. In this case, Vengeance Seeker, he's I think quite good in defending these war machines, and 14 Seekers as protection for the Dragon Seeker. I mean, I think they don't do anything else. Skirmish, Champion, Vanguard. Yeah, they're just bodies so that you don't shoot him that fast. I mean, sure, they can fight. Um, I don't want to argue with it, but I mean, just 14. If you really want to go ham with them, you should take more. And 2 times Organ Gun. I think the Organ Gun suits that roster pretty well, since you can kind of create these no-go areas, and since your army is so fast in the first turn, you just Vanguard 12 and forward. You can place your Organ Guns pretty straightforward too, because you just have to close the distance between the units. No, the distance between the units can't be that big, so no one can slip through them. This would be pretty important. So, but still, you have this Vengeance Seeker who will protect the war machines in the back. That's fine, and especially for scenarios like holding the hill, Kingdom of the Hill. They are nice, so they just screen this center point, and you don't want to just push into the center if 2 organ guns are there. I mean, sure, they lack the engineer. The engineer makes them so much better with the +1 ballistic skill, but still, I think it's a nice idea. I like that someone wants to play actually Warhammer with his dwarven army and just doesn't want stand somewhere and then throw some stuff and shoot and then throw with his helicopters. Yeah, this is kind of more honest Warhammer, I would say. But yeah, in the end, I think some of these gyrocopters would suit this list pretty well too. But yeah, overall, I like it. It's a little bit something else than just this usual stuff, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So the next roster I'd like to talk about is a demon roster. Yeah, they're demon legions. It's a poly list with a Scourge of Wrath. Yeah, the Scourge of Wrath. I mean, he's still one of the big guys. There was never the time where you could say, yeah, well, he's weak in close combat. I mean, he has, I think, 8 attack strengths, 8 with hatred in first round of combat. Still not Hedabron, but well, we will miss her. Yeah, but still, it's pretty nice. He's a hard hitter. Harbinger of Wrath. For his 28 Slaughterers, I really like this Harbinger BSB, but not with either icon. I like him very much with the Stalker banner, because then you have a movement 6 unit of Slaughterers with Swift Stride, and you can charge through all this terrain. Don't have to think about lakes and then runes and stuff. This is pretty nice, but I mean, still, either icon, I see why he's taking it, right? I mean, +2 for Dispel is such a big difference if you would otherwise just have the Dispel scroll. He has a Dispel scroll here on the Scourge of Wrath. But yeah, so just the start looks kind of like the standard go-to mono Wrath list, but then it gets a little bit different because this normal go-to Wrath list is mostly with 2 cannons then, I think, and maybe a War Throne too. So the only thing why you play mono Wrath is because you can take the double cannons. Since the Onslaught upgrade, I think, is this +1 attack in charge, isn't that nice I mean, it's nice. I don't want to say no to it, but I think the best value is if you play it on these docks, on these ambushing docks, and not on crushers, since it doesn't work for the mounts. And I think you need crushers because you need someone to score in the army, and that's why I like them more than these bloodhounds. But yeah, so like I said, the only thing why you take mono Wrath is, in my opinion, so you can play the double cannon. But if you don't want to have the double cannon because you want to go all out on close combat, then I think you don't have to play mono Wrath. You can do like Hayo did here in this list. You can add some sirens in core for scoring. I think 15 sirens are better for scoring than these 10 slaughterers. I mean, obviously there are 5 more, but they are faster, and then yeah, there are just 5 more. I think this is pretty important for this. And then you can play the Clawed Fiends, which are, in my opinion, the better unit than the Crushers. If they would have scoring, they would be totally broken, in my opinion. Sure, they get even better if you play Monolust with the AP2 and +1 to wound. But still, I like them. I like them a lot in combination with the Bloodthirster. This was back then in 7th and 8th edition. It was good too. So why shouldn't it be bad now? And that's why I like this kind of difference to all the other Bloodthirster lists. To just take some Clawed Fiends and these Sirens for scoring. I like it. It's a nice adaptation. And yeah, that's why I just wanted to share this with you. Yeah. Next thing is that I want to just show you my roster. I think I will talk about it a little bit more in detail if I will do the podcast from my games. since I don't want to share so much intel about this roster right now. No, I'm joking, but I mean, yeah, I think it's better. It's just a better place to talk about it if I will talk about the games. I think I will do um, for every game in a separate podcast. I mean, just about like 10 minutes. I think they will be 10 to 15 minutes. And hopefully I remember to take pictures from the games. I think this will really, really be the hardest part, that I remember this. Um, yeah. And then what else? I mean, I'm really hyped for this tournament. I've never been there. I always wanted to go there, but there were all the time several stuff going on, why I couldn't go to this nice tournament. You could for the team tournament, I know you could win some shield of a Roman legionnaire. This looked pretty awesome. I think Flo is a nice tournament organizer. He um, he will do fine. I'm so yeah. I'm pretty hyped. I hope to see some guys from southern part of Germany, since they aren't that used to come up to us in the east to play Warhammer. Mm. So yeah, this is it. Just my thoughts about the rosters there. I think I will try to do the podcasts on an only audio style too, so you can just listen to them over your headphones if you go to work or something like this. I know on a video it's sometimes not that nice if you want to go listen to this stuff. But I would advise you advise, I don't know if it's the right word, but I would say just if you want to see the podcast from the games, just watch the videos, since I think it would be quite hard to understand what's going on if you don't see the pictures. And I will try to keep this short, these podcasts from the games. So yeah, this is it for that. Hopefully a nice tournament. Hopefully with first place. Yay yay. And then see you around. Bye.